everyone, welcome to Tale Inferno and welcome back to our story analysis playthrough journey of the Dragon Age series, starting with Dragon Age Origins. This is episode 14. In the last episode, we finished the Circle quest, we got our buddy Zevran, we got to talk to our people and our companions at our camp. It'd been a long time because we were stuck in the Fade and all of that jazz. We won't talk about that ever again. We're done. We're done with that. That was all done in episode 13. We also got Morrigan's quest with unaliving her mum. So that is something that we get to enjoy later on. And yeah, we got some disapprovals, we got some approvals. And now here we are. I want to quickly do a reminder at the very beginning of this episode because I haven't done it for a while. So if you're new here, guess what? I've played the Dragon Age series before. This is a series that will have spoilers in it from here all the way through the Veilguard because that's what we're doing. We're seeing the journey that we take from Origins all the way to the Veilguard and analyze the story from there to there, if that makes sense. I love the storyline. I love the fact that we're analysing the story. There's been some really cool lore drops in Origins that I didn't realise when I first played it. And then, you know, all the cool things that we learn in the Veilguard, kind of putting it all together and seeing how we get there. It's been a really fun journey so far. So, if you are new here and this is your test run, you have been warned. If you don't know what happens in the Dragon Age series and you want to play it, then probably don't watch this series. But if you've already watched all the episodes, then you know. If you're new and you're giving it a test and you don't mind because you're either not going to play it or you've played it yourself, well then stick around. But you have been warned. The spoilers have been alerted to. So let's get cracking, shall we? So we are currently in the party camp. We've spoken to everyone and we are going to be doing that guy's quest. Little Levi over here, not Levi, like I believe he should be called, but what would I know? So Levi, we are going to also quickly palm off a couple of gifts, but I have decided that while I'm going to palm off some gifts to some people that are relevant to them, like Alistair's, by some, probably not a whole lot, I'll see what I've got, but we're going to palm off, say, Alistair's mother's brooch, or the locket, I should say, Alistair's locket, because he's mentioned it, Amara has it, and, you know, while she does not like people and stuff like that, she's not just going to keep things for the sake of keeping things. And she'll go, oh, hang on a second, here you go. Not exactly a loving gesture, just a, hey, you talked about this and I picked it up, so here you go. I don't know who else's special gifts that I've got, but I only really want to focus on the special ones, not all the random ones that we pick up. The exception to the rule will probably be Leliana to build up that approval so that we can get her to like us. Other than that, others like Elganon's, my dog's gifts, I'm probably just going to sell, and same for any of the small ones, because I do kind of want to also see organically the approvals and disapprovals based off of the choices that Amara, or that I make for Amara in role-playing, which I know some of the companions are not going to be happy with some of those decisions. So we shall see how it all turns out. But without further ado, I should say, let's find out what gifts I've actually got. Assuming this wants to load. Oh my goodness, I thought we had already like crashed or something. That would have been not nice. So let's have a look-see. So Andraste's Grace, I know that that's for Leliana, but I'm going to hold off until she tells me about the fact that that was, I think it's the perfume that her mum used to wear or something like that, or a flower that they used to have around the house. So I'm going to leave that until I get told. I know that's for Zevran, but it's not like a special gift. What else is here? None of these are really special gifts. I'm pretty sure I picked up. Oh, and I've also got the shoes already. 2 things for Leliana that will give me dialogue, which I will not give until she tells me about them. But where is it? So we've got a lot of things. There it is. Okay. So we're going to gift that to Alistair because he's mentioned it. I didn't realize I had picked up so many gifts. And I can probably... Why have I not sold these? Oh, I didn't sell them because I thought that those were for the mage... So for the ambassadors, I got myself confused. The mage ambassadors want runes, of course. And I have used my runes recently on my weapons. But with that in mind, let's give Alistair... Oopsies, if I remember how to play this game. Let's give this to... Can you imagine if I just gave it to someone else? Like, here you go. Alistair, hey, you mentioned something about this.
This is my mother's amulet. It has to be. But why isn't it broken? Where did you find it?
I found it in... Oh, my goodness, you're moving around a lot. I found it in Redcliffe Castle, in the study. I found it on the road somewhere. Your mother's amulet, are you sure? These things are a copper a dozen. She wouldn't lie. If that's one thing that Amara is a liar. So she would probably just say, oh, I just found it in Redcliffe Castle in the study. Because that is where she found it. Simple as that.
Oh, the Arl's study? Then he must have found the amulet after I threw it at the wall. And he repaired it and kept it. I don't understand. Why would he do that?
I don't know, but it's yours. Maybe he meant to give it back to you. Perhaps you mean more to him than you think. A thank you would be nice. I think she'd say 1. Because I don't think she cares. The whole, well, I don't know, but it's yours. Because he literally kind of told us about this amulet, I think in the last episode. And it was one of those things of she probably went, oh, well, I've picked that up. That sounds like something I've picked up. Here you go. And she's not going to think too much about it. Because, again, it's not something that she's doing as a kind gesture. She's doing it because he mentioned it. And she went, hang on a second. I've picked this up along the way. I was going to sell it. But here you go. I don't know, but it's yours.
Thank you. I mean it. I thought I'd lost this to my own stupidity. I'll need to talk to him about this if he recovers from his... When he recovers, that is. I wish I'd had this a long time ago. Did you remember me mentioning it? Wow. I'm more used to people not really listening when I go on about things.
Sorry, did you say something? Let's not make more out of this than it is. Would she be funny about it? I kind of wish there was like a not a caring kind of option, which I think 2 is what it is. Like, it's a joke, but she's not going to have fun with it. I think she'd say 2. Let's not make more out of this than it is.
Right. Let's go then. And thanks again.
There we go. All right. Cool. You probably still hate me though. With that in mind, I think I'm going to do some quick inventory management just so I can get rid of some of these gifts that I don't want. However, I'm also going to keep some, as I said, maybe to support my hope to get Liliana up, and even like Sten, for example, to get a sword. I think I need to get his approval up a little bit more. There are some quests that I think would be nice still to do, but with that in mind, I'm finding the balance between wanting to do a lot of stuff because I know that this stuff exists and role-playing my character for the story. Am I succeeding in that? I don't know. But I am trying. I love doing everything. And I know that's not exactly what role-playing is all about. But yes, I'll do a bit of inventory management to do some selling of some of the gifts that I know I'm probably not going to give. And I'm hoping that Levi's questline, when I finish that, gives me some storage so I can just drop stuff in there rather than selling it, just in case I need it for something. So with that, we're going to pause and I'll be right back. Alrighty, inventory managed. We've got there's some sounds happening around the place. I've got a lot of windows open, so sorry if you hear some background noise. The world is welding, so there are noises being made. So hopefully that's not too distracting for me, because I get distracted real easily if you haven't noticed before. But yes, inventory has been managed. Gifts have been sold, not all of them, but some of them. And yeah, we are now ready to complete this quest. I will also note as well, you may notice, so because I've started another video game playthrough, I played with my sound controls without thinking forward. And then now that I've started this, I realized that I've now had to revert back to my old sound settings. And that was a stupid thing. So it may be louder than usual. I don't know. It may be quieter than usual. I guess we'll find out as we go through it, and I may need to adjust things as I go. So it goes. Rookie mistake. It's alright. I'm not a professional. It's fine. We're here to have some fun. And you can laugh at me all you like. Anyway, Levi. Let's get into it.
You considered my offer? Soldier's Peak has been abandoned too long, if you ask me.
Oh, let's go. Your family's faith will be rewarded. I will help you. I'm not going to say that. Let's go to Soldier's Peak. Why didn't Duncan help you? I still need to think about it. Have I asked that question? I'm going to ask it just in case. Why didn't Duncan help you?
Darkspawn surfaced in southern Ferelden, and Duncan got plenty busy recruiting new wardens and meeting with good King Cailan. Duncan said he would help after the Battle of Ostergar. Said there might be useful things at the peak, but he never had the chance.
Okay. How will reclaiming the peak help the wardens?
Soldier's Peak is strategic and symbolic importance. Duncan said that it would be worth it right there. He also hoped to recover lost warden history and perhaps a few old relics. No one knows what's up there now.
Alright, let's go to Soldier's Peak.
1,000 blessings upon you, Warden. I'll mark down the location on your map. When you arrive, we'll pick our way through the tunnels together.
Nice. Sounds good. Alrighty. Oop! First codex. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Starting our reading time collection. Who am I going to take to Soldier's Peak? I feel like it makes sense to take Alistair. So he's probably going to tag along. I'm going to fall back on my usuals and I don't want to do that. Because I like having Wynne because of her healing abilities. Do I take Liliana and see how much she hates me when we're out in the field? Or do I take Sten or do I take Morrigan? I am thinking I'm going to do Alistair, Wynne and Morrigan and see how that goes. Will I regret it? I don't know. I just feel like Alistair would be a good person to have for this questline. So let's do it that way. Let's see whether or not I get the same glitch as usual when I try and gather my party and move on. Alright. So, Morrigan?
Indeed.
Alistair?
Yes.
Wynne?
Yes.
Accept. Sick, I love it when this happens. However, this does give me the ability to quickly level you up, maybe? Ah. Yes. Alright. Let's see. Let's give you 3 strength. Let's give you 2 willpower and dexterity. YOLO. And we'll go up to master combat training, or do we give you... We'll give you improved combat tactics, so I get more tactic slots, shall we? And you've got 2 skills. Alright, what are we thinking here? Oh god, it's been a while. I have created a character that was a warrior once, a sword and shield warrior before. So there are some things that I know are good. Some things that I may not necessarily enjoy. Do I get him taunt? It's not exactly a tank, so to speak. Or at least, I don't think he is. Overpower, the character lashes up with the yeah, I do like that. Sustained passive shield. The character is proficient enough with a shield to defend from all angles so that attackers no longer benefit from flanking strikes. Charlotte's reading and speaking are going real well today. Shield wall. In this mode, the character's shield becomes nearly a fortress, adding a significant bonus to armor and a greater likelihood of shrugging off missile attacks, but at the cost of reduced damage. Shield expertise makes the character immune to direct knockdown attacks while in this mode, and shield mastery gives a bonus to defense. Then overpower. I do like overpower. The character lashes out with the shield 3 times. The first 2 hits inflict normal damage. The last strike is a critical hit if it connects, knocking the target down if it passes. Unless it passes a physical resistance check, shield mastery increases the damage. I'm going to grab that because I personally do like that. And I'm also going to grab Cleanse Area. The Templar purges the area of magic, removing all dispellable effects from those nearby. Friendly fire possible. That would be good. That's kind of like Mana Clash. Same but different. I I think I'm going to get the Warrior's Unwavering Courage grants bonuses to damage, physical resistance, and mental resistance, as well as a bonus to critical chance that increases proportionally to the number of enemies above 2 that the warrior is engaging. We're going to grab that. Cool. And now, no, sorry, toodaloodles. I want the map. Thank you, because I've got that cool glitch where I can't leave this damn place. We're going to Soldier's Peak. Where were we before? I don't know, and it doesn't really matter. We're going to go on a journey. I also know that I've got to kind of do some of these as well. All that fun stuff. Alright. So the plan is Soldier's Peak. See how far we get today with Soldier's Peak. Will we get through it all? I doubt it. But we shall see how far we get. We will then, after Soldier's Peak is done, my plan will be to get myself over to Soldier's Pass to get Shale. And then once we have gotten Shale, we will either do the Brazilian outskirts to get to the Brazilian forest to do the Dalish. You know what I mean? And then get our way over to Ban Lawrence Lands. It's either going to be this one or Brazilian for, because that's another DLC that we can do, and then we'll eventually make ourselves over to the Frostback Mountains for Ostagar to then make our way over to Denerim. Because I tend to find, and I don't know if other people, well, I may just be weird in this sense. Now, I know that the whole Redcliffe storyline with Al Aemon can only be really completed when you go to Denerim and you find Brother Genetivi and go through the Haven questline. But I always find that I leave Denerim to last in all these other quests that you can do, because I feel like it's a strange thing to be trying to hide from someone who is based in Denerim and then just going straight to Denerim, So in my head, I try and do everything that I can outside of Denerim first, and then I head over to Denerim and do what needs to be done there, then head to Haven and do all that kind of stuff. So that's just me, though. Not to say that I'm the right thing, but that's the right thing, but it's just always how I've done it. So with that being said, to Soldier's Peak. Oh, yeah. Long journey. Will we get stopped? I reckon so. If I was a betting man. No? Well, shit. I've lost the house.
And here we are. Soldier's Peak. Maker's breath. Look at the size of her. What a fortress. I told you the map would get us through the tunnels.
Just admit it, you were lost a couple of times. Andraste's blood, how did you find that path on your own? She's impressive, that's for certain. I think she'd say 1. Just admit it, you were lost a couple of times.
I wasn't lost, it's just that the map got soggy. Bah, we're here. So, I'll follow you about, from a distance. This place has the stench of death. I expect there's trouble up ahead.
I cannot wait for us to crumble. But it's okay.
Soldier's Peak.
Oh.
Looks like it's seen better days. Better centuries, more like.
Once the wardens flourished, their ranks full, their caliber certain. Now they even accept people like you, Alistair.
Hey.
We gotta love the companion dialogue. And I gotta admit, I do like the banter between Morrigan and Alistair. It's always fun. It's always fun. But what I was gonna say is, I want my wolf friend.
Not happening.
Not happening? It most certainly is happening. Wolf friend! Nice. Now we'll win. Onwards. Little wispies. Alright. It's time to go to battle. How loud will it be? That's the real question. Apologies in advance.
Fall back! Fall back already!
Taking the peak will not be easy, my lord.
I gave the Wardens one chance to die with honor. Instead, they hole up like cowards. We follow the King's advice then. Starve them out.
But the peak has months of supplies.
Then we wait. When they are too weak to lift their weapons, we will send them to their final judgment.
What was that? Felt a bit woozy there. I'm not mad, am I? You saw it too?
I had a vision too, Levi. It was like a waking dream. Pull yourself together, let's go. Pull yourself together, let's go.
Yes, Warden.
That's what I thought. Okay, as I said before, don't know how loud this will get because I know combat does get quite loud, and that sounded loud, so we move forward and hope for the best. Alright, wake up.
More of these? Well, all right then. We'll learn to fear me.
Maybe it's not too bad. Maybe it is. I don't know. Let me know. Actually, no, I think this is quite loud. I can barely hear myself.
Begin the onslaught. Fast. Them on.
How we going? Looks like we're doing okay. Can't complain. Alright. Don't mind me just adjusting my settings a little bit there. Hey, do you think maybe Amara's become a really good archer all of a sudden? This is incredible. Excuse the misses. I never miss. What are you talking about? Wow. Is that it? No, there's more. Get him!
Right.
I might grab the archers if you don't mind. Oh. Where's the... There was one that was yellow. Well, I don't like this, sir. Leave me alone. Oh my gosh! I slapped him with my hand. You slapped me with your shield. What's up with that? Okay. Alright. Oh. You can do it, Amara. I don't think that miss was me. Maybe it is. I don't know. It's hard to tell. I'm so used to missing. I did it! Without even a simple scratch. We love it. Alright. We shall see how the sound is like now, because I did just pull it down a little bit in the midst of all of that. We shall see. The statue. New quest, ancient history. Oh. Should I read those now then, I wonder? Current quests. Ancient history. Learn more about the history of Soldier's Peak. You've uncovered some of the history of the base at Soldier's Peak. There may be more to learn about it. And then explore Soldier's Peak. You have arrived at Soldier's Peak. Further exploration may uncover what happened here a century ago. Help Levi clear his family name. The last warden commander of Ferelden was Sophia Dryden. Levi wants to learn more about her life and hopes to find proof that she brought honor to her family instead of disgrace. So they're not quest related. So it's... Oh dear. We're going to read it in story time because I'm going to forget if we accidentally read one. This is just the awesomeness of playing on console because I can't just select one. I have to go... Anyway, you guys know. We'll read it.
There's more up ahead.
Alright, I'm assuming the sound is fine now. It's hard to tell. I'm doing my best. I learn from my mistakes. Ooh! Oh, we get our crossbows here. How interesting. I am personally not a crossbow liker of sorts, but... You know, maybe we'll give it a go. I just don't think... When I think about the Dalish and I think about Amara, I just don't think or see her as, say, a crossbow wielder. I feel like she would be a pure archer. And with daggers, of course. But you hopefully get the vibe. Get the feels and the vibes. So that takes me to the keep. There's another door over here. I'm just checking all of my options, you know. What else is here? Can I go knock, knock, knock in here? And that's up there. Because I imagine that's later on. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Onwards! Into the keep!
The men's morale is low. spells are of no use in this matter, Commander.
There is more to leading men than sorcery, Avernus. I will remind them that they're wardens. Men, I won't lie to you. The situation is grim. Our forces outnumbered, our bellies empty, and our hearts are sagging. But we are wardens! Darkspawn flee when they hear our horns. Archdemons die when they taste our blades. So are we to bend knee to a mere human despot? No! I, for one, will never give up! I, for one, will never surrender just to dance on Arlen's gallows. So I propose here and now, in these hallowed halls where generations of our brethren stood vigil against darkspawn and evil, that we send a message to that fat bastard. In this sacred place, proud men, strong men stood defiant, and would rather die than submit to tyranny.
So brave, even when starving, and my great-great-grandmother stood with them.
Sounds like there is greatness in your blood. King Arland was a tyrant. I can't believe the king attacked the Grey Wardens. But I don't feel like she would say any of these options. I think she looks really pretty on that angle too. Hello? Dude, Amara. Nice. She's not going to say that. Like, option number 1. We'll go number 2. King Arland was a tyrant? Question mark.
Not much is known of King Arland. The War of Succession that followed his death, now that was a piece of work. Lasted nearly a decade, and almost burned Denerim and the palace to the ground. Loads of history was lost, but maybe there's answers to that inside. But I've gabbed enough. Lead on, my friend.
Yeah, will do. I'm just gonna pause for a moment while I just deal with a couple of other sound things that I want to do, so give me a moment. Okay, I'm hoping whatever I've just done will make it better, and hopefully more consistent, not just for this game, but for the games I do moving forward. We shall see. It's all a fun time of experimentation and wishing that I didn't play around with it to begin with, but so it goes. Statement of Defiance. This poster reads, "On these grounds, virtuous men stood against a tyrant. They stood defiant and stood for freedom, and they died." It is signed by the Grey Warden defenders who were besieged by King Arland's forces. Read the names of the fallen. Captain Mello, the Black Ferret, Chair Thrower Lopez, sick, Sir Derek of Orlais, and Jason the Longbow. Alan the Quibbler, Cartography Martyr, what the fuck? David the Silent, Dustin the Colorblind, Ebinger of the Bovine Brethren, oh sick, fucking Bovine Bros, Farrell the Feral, Sir Graham the Untiring, and Jason Sans les Argonauts. Yeah, cool. Langley the Nefarious, Lucky Lucuna, yep, Mad Dog Smeedos, Matthias the Bloody, McGurk the Vile Priest, Melissa the Magical Malefactor, the Stretched, and Packrat Dirksen. Packrat Dirksen. Sergeant Red Morrison, Santos the Silent Scimitar, Vitriolic Eric, Weak Eye Santos. Got 2 Santoses here. And Wellburn the Exhaustive Fire. Sick. Those are some sick names in there. Some of them complimentary, some of them not. But hey, you know what? I'd love to have a name like that, like one of those like Charlotte the something something, or you know, like what is it that makes me me, hey? What do people think? And you know what? It would be interesting to know, but also it'd probably be insulting in the end. But hey, you know what? That's just part of the charm. It's about having some fun. If it's insulting, so it goes. You just take it in your stride. It's your identity, you know? You just take it. All right. Break room. I knew you were... Oh, my word. That one, please. Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. 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 Oh, dear. This is sick. Can I get out of this prison, please? Thank you. Can I please stun you? Win, you were the reason why I survived that. Holy moly.
Is it just me, or did I do really badly back there?
Same, dude. Oh my word. Jesus. Yeah, not a fan. Alright, Alistair.
Tis you.
Jeez, what the hell does that mean? Face with a smacked face? I'm injured by smack face. Torn jugular. Penalty to constitution. No shit, someone get him a fucking, oh god, first aid training is not... Tourniquet! That's the word. Anyway, get yourself a, lesser injury kit. There you go. My lesser injury kit did everything for your torn jugular, mate. You did not bleed out. Holy moly. Alright. Note. A letter from Ban Mathuan something. Wan? I think anyway. Stuffed that up. Alrighty.
Huh. One never expects creatures like those.
Okay, we can deal with skelly boys, I believe. Oh, I don't have my wolf. That's why we're struggling so much. My wolf friend, aka the most OP character, is not here.
If you insist, run while you can.
See, this is why, as you can see from my awesome ability at combat in this game, is win is the only reason why I will ever get past this game. Because I'm here for a good time. As I've mentioned before, I'm not someone who goes out of my way to struggle in games. I'm here to have a good time and to chill out, you know? And so I don't like put it on really hard difficulties. I keep it to at least normal. But sometimes I'll go story mode because I don't care. I just want to play the game and learn the story and have fun and make friends with my companions or whoever it is. I'm not here to challenge myself by going hard mode. A plea from Commander Athla, the guy. But yeah, that's just me. I get why people do. There are some games I will pop up in difficulty because I feel like I can do it. But like when it comes to this, where like these types of games, it's just not for me. I feel like when there's a lot more control of the combat, it's hard to explain, but when I'm actually the one that's pressing buttons to hit in certain angles and dodging and stuff like that, I could probably play at a harder one. Like Dragon Age the Veilguard, that combat is something that I feel like I'd be more comfortable playing at a harder difficulty than, say, this type of combat. But that's just me. And again, I'm not going out of my way to do that. Who have I got to prove? I am not actually a pro gamer, if you can actually imagine that. I'm here just to have a good old time. And there ain't anything wrong with that. Alright, into the kitchen! I expected there to be a bad guy in here. But no, just a chest with an axe. More things to sell. So many bones. No. Nothing this way. Into the library.
And I'm off.
Oh god. Please, no. No fire, please. Ah, get me out! Oh, go behind him. Stun him! Didn't work. I'm just gonna hide behind the pole here. Oh, the archivist. Why were you angry? Can I ask? What made you become overwhelmed or overcome by rage? We're doing alright. Archivist is just hanging about though. That was pretty sick. Stunlock maybe? That was nice. Nice. Oh, hello. Oi, your boss man, the archivist, is dead. Leave us be. Notice how much better we get when the wolf's here? Yeah, same. I probably should go up that tree more so I can summon a bear. See how good that is. Things to think about. Oh, a whole amethyst in the archivist. Alright, a book. This book is badly burned. You can make a word out here and there, and that is all. Alright, tell me more. Oh, hello.
The door won't hold, Archivist.
Almost done. The truth must be told.
What does it matter? We're dead.
Our grand rebellion so close. And to die here, a stillbirth.
We never should have done it. Wardens aren't supposed to oppose kings and princes.
Should we stand idly by while...
Another one. Rebellion? What's this about a rebellion? If only the book weren't burned.
What? Rebellion is against everything wardens stand for. Maybe there are other records. There are more pressing matters to attend to. I think I should say 3. There are more pressing matters to attend to.
Lead on, Warden.
That's what I thought, sir. I'm hoping I don't miss any codexes for rushing us through these because my character doesn't like any of the other things there. Alright. History of Soldier's Peak, Chapter 2. We're reading today, boys. Gals and pals. Alright. Morrigan. It's time to level you up. Right, we're gonna build up your willpower and your magic. Which one am I gonna add addition to, though? Willpower. YOLO. Okay. I know I was building something up with you. What was I doing? Oh, I want to go up this way, but would I have gone up to 30? No, I wouldn't have. I was about to say, I could have if I put all of them into magic, but that's not how we do things. Alright. So, do we want Paralyze? Or Affliction Hex? Or do we want to go up Mana Clash? Or do we give you some more cool stuff? Or do we give you Arcane Bolt for some generic stuff to bring you up here to get this stuff? Because that's the thing is, it's these passive ones that give you the permanent bonuses that are really cool and really neat. However, it's annoying how far up the tree you have to go for that. Maybe a walking bomb? I'm sure in a later episode I talked... Oh, that's also something I want as a death cloud, because I think that's cool. I think that I probably mentioned what I wanted in a previous episode, and I've just forgotten. You know how it be. I think I'm going to do an Affliction Hex, because I don't mind the hexes. I just have to get Morrigan's tactics updated to do that. Do we do Shark? Shark? No. I think we're going to go for the Hex. Oh, no. I reckon we're going to go Paralyze. Let's do that. Good thinking, Charlotte. I thought so too. Alright. Oh, Morrigan, I don't want to be you. I want to be me. Nice. Cool. That being said, ever onwards to the second floor. Onwards. Anything to loot over here before I get closer? Looks like I bombarded it? No. Another vision.
Make them pay for every inch, men! Hold the flank! Avernus, we need you!
Nelatep Obrasoth Sithan Net Bekon.
Andraste's blood! What?
More Avernus! Whatever it takes!
Keli E Benfotos Victos.
Press them! Press them now!
No! I command you, fight the king's men!
Fool! So much death, suffering, and oh yes, blood. The veil is torn now. Your soul is mine, Avernus.
Acolytes, retreat now. The battle is lost.
Avernus!
What just happened? Oh no, more fighting.
Jesus, that...
One never expects creatures like this.
Okay.
Really.
Yeah, the demon's voice? Quite loud. Alright, I could probably change up the tactics here a little bit and get people to attack these guys, but hey, you know, I'll do this first. You guys can focus on that guy. I didn't miss once, I don't think. Look at us go! Look at us! Look at us! I don't even have my wolf! Oh my god, hang on. Now I want my wolf. Don't hit me. I'm trying to get my wolf friend out. Don't hurt me! I don't like it. Okay, I got way too excited about doing a good job here. Okay. Everybody chill out. I know I could get my daggers out, but my brain's gone into tunnel mode. Leave my wolf alone, mugger. That just ain't fair.
And I'm off.
I'm assuming there's going to be 3 rounds of people doing stupid shit. And by stupid shit, I mean appearing and healing this guy. Can you not? Yes, can you kill him for me, please? Gracias, thank you. Good God.
The wardens summoned demons. Can't believe it. And my grandmother, she knew.
Wardens don't forbid blood magic, anything it takes to win. She was fighting for her life, we must press on. I'm here for my own reasons, not for your soul searching. I need better dialogue options for Amara. I also think I probably put the music down too loud, so I'm going to pop that up a little bit. We've got a lot of loud dialogue and not a whole lot of music now. I've gone the complete opposite direction. That's okay. We learn. So wardens don't forbid blood magic, anything it takes to win. I understand that this is a quest line that is all about, you know, learning a bit more about the warden's past, and your warden would be, you know, trying to educate Levi here about this kind of stuff. But as I've said before, Amara never wanted to be a warden. She got forced into this. She'd prefer to be with the Dalish clan. So she's not going to sit here and be like, oh, well, wardens don't forbid blood magic, anything it takes to win. She doesn't care. She doesn't believe and sit in that space, so to speak. She was fighting for her life. She also doesn't like blood magic at all, by the way. So something like she was fighting for her life, she's not going to sit there and be like, oh, whatever, it doesn't matter. Because Amara hates blood magic. We know. R.I.P. Jowan. We must press on. I'm here for my own reasons, not for your soul searching. It's either 3 or 4. Would she say 4? I'm here for my own reasons, not for your soul searching. I mean, what reasons is she? She's here for storage. I'm here for storage, and therefore she's here for storage. 4.
Of course. I'll stop my nattering then.
Yeah, you should. Hush. Alright, you need to get a little bit better. You've got a cracked skull, is what I'm catching from that. So, take a injury kit. Why don't you?
Yes.
Cool. Alrighty. We save. Oh, no, before we save, let's pick up some stuff. Ooh, that would be good for someone. Who's my favourite mage? Anything else? Oh, a dead warden. I'll take that. Nice. Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Alright, let's just check that out, shall we? Let's get ourselves... You. Oh, you don't have enough somethings. You don't have enough magic. Urgh. So I imagine that Wynn also probably can't do it either. But this will be good for either yourself or Wynn when we get to that point. Oh, look at that armor penetration. Woo, hoo, 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 hoo. Interesting. Wynn? Oh, you can take it. Oh, well, I guess Wynn, you're taking this. Didn't realize you had that much magic. Put that to junk. That's not what we want. We'll move back. Pretend you didn't see that. Well, look at you go. So you're going to lose all that stuff, but you're going to get that. And that's okay. Sick. Nice. Winter's breath for you, Wynn. Enjoy the upgrade. Okay, I'm going to do a quick play around with tactics as well and change some of my sound settings again. So bear with me. Give me a moment. Okay, that is done. Let us move to the shrine. Oh my god, I thought that was going to be a loading screen. Ooh. Please stun him. Thank you. Alright. This would probably be a good time to get the daggers out, if I'm going to be honest. Nice, good job. Get him. Get him. Wow. She's so good. Anything? Nope. We're just going to pick up some corpses and Skelly boys. Don't like it when it starts pausing like that. Don't like it. I don't like it. Raspberry jam, hey? Oh, chapter 3. On the rumors about Commander Asturian. Likes his raspberry jam, I guess. Yum, yum. Is it actually raspberry jam? Or is this weird? What has he done with the raspberry jam, if you don't mind me asking? Anyone? Anyone? Sure, I'll find out when we get to reading time. We're going to do a save. Because here's the thing. Sophia, over there. Not good. Not good. Demon. Demon. Avernus. Blood magic. Brought demons along. Still alive. Amara's not going to like any of this. She's just going to kill. I'm going to be honest. No one's getting out of here alive, if I'm going to be honest. So let's progress this, shall we? Hola.
Step no further, Warden. This one would speak with you.
This one. Who or what are you? Why should I speak with you? Attack. Nothing you could say would interest me. I think she would say one first before she goes straight into attack mode.
This one is the Dryden, Commander, Sophia. All these things.
Grandmother?
You have slain many of the demon ilk to get here. This one would propose a deal.
Tell me about this deal. No, she wouldn't even be interested. Levi, I'm afraid your great-great-grandmother is possessed. Is anything of the real Sophia left inside you? And why should I trust a demon? I've heard enough. I think... Oh. Would Amara even say that straight off the bat? From a... role-playing perspective, she's not going to talk to the demon. Like, she's not going to care about the deal. She's not probably going to care too much about what happened to Sophia. Why should I trust a demon? Again, she would never ask the question to find out. She's most likely going to attack. But I think Amara would probably turn and say, hey, Levi, I'm afraid your great-grandmother is possessed.
That, or she's really let herself go. My great-great-grandmother is dead. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I think we're going to go straight into attack. I don't know if I'm risking codex entries here by not talking to Sophia. Guess I'll find out. But I don't think Amara is going to want to know about the deal. She hates blood magic, she hates demons, she hates people, all that kind of stuff. She has recently come out of the Fade. She hated that. And everything that came with that. So I think she is certainly distancing herself from the idea of demons and everything else like that. So I don't think she's here to talk. She's here to skedaddle off. So I've heard enough. Die, demon.
Fool!
Be wary.
Alright. We have saved. Let's see how this goes, shall we? Alright. I believe everyone. Jeez Louise. I'm gonna lose all of our health poultices only because... Oh, get him! Get him, Wolfie! Get him, Wolfie! Oh. Well, that was easy. Dryden's gone. Well, that was sick. Alistair didn't even die. I saw his health get to, like, the most minutest it could possibly be. Goodness gracious. Alright. That was easy. Sophia, we'll take all of your stuff and we're probably going to give it to Alistair. Book! Sophia Dryden's journal. And a chest. Warden's longsword. Success! And we'll take that. Cool. Alright, Alistair. Ugh. Everyone remember, I have to read this. I know it's useful for that functionality to exist, but it's gotten me too many times. Alistair! Is that better than what you've got? It most certainly is. Guess what you're getting? You're gonna get the Warden's longsword with the red steel. You're gonna lose the thing that probably kept you alive before, Alistair, which was the 10% healing effects. But hey, you know what? Take it. I'll regret it later. And then you can wear all of these. It is massive. But that's okay. I don't know how fatigue works in this game. I know that it impacts like the amount of stamina that you use when you're using things and doing things. I get that. But I have never necessarily come across it in a way that it causes me issue, if that makes sense. I imagine it's probably really important when you're playing on the harder difficulties. But as I said before, that ain't me. This girl just likes having fun. You get a lot of stuff with this, my guy. So you're going to get all of these. Oh, anything on the boots? Oh, you get more stamina, so it doesn't even matter. There you go. Look at you. You look great. Nice. More things to sell. Sick. Anything else? No. Just a lot of stuff for later. Nice, Alistair. Well done, everyone. Got anything to say?
I can't believe my great-great-grandmother was still alive. Well, sort of alive, sort of dead. I need a drink.
Yeah, look, I did not allow you an opportunity to really understand any of that, but who cares? I don't. I'm assuming that means this comes down because she's been... Yeah, cool. Let's go deal with Avernus. Shall we? At this rate, because I am just killing everybody in this place... Oh! Traps! Traps! Everyone, wait! I'll deal with this. No! Stop! No! Stop! Everyone, stop! Everyone, stop! Is there anything more? No? Cool. Alright, sick. I'm happy about that. Easy, breezy, XP. Cover girl. That was really stupid. Didn't even have Wolfriend. Gotta remember to bring Wolfriend out, but not when we're just on a bridge. I wish Wolfriend came along. So goes. Ever onwards. I imagine Avernus is going to be really difficult to kill. Defeat, I should say. That's okay. Research. Whoop! You guys can come to me.
Yes.
Oh, Wolf? would be good here. I can't summon it. I didn't realise that was such a long summoning. Oh, I guess because it probably got used or turned off because of leaving an area. Alright. I'm never going to get this music right out.
This is annoying. It's your time to die.
Sounds all over the place. So it goes. Okay. That's right. What is Amara's expectations on this? Not going to drink it. I think she would not. Ability notes. This appears to be old research of the Major Vernus. They detail a series of experiments in terse clinical handwriting.
Day 32. The subject is not responding to the stimuli. Testing the pain threshold has uncovered nothing. Only 3 subjects are left. Day 82. If only I could reproduce last night's extraordinary success. Electricity is only a catalyst. The blood is the key. Day 97. Energy and blood. Repeated applications have duplicated the results. I conjecture that success can be induced alchemically. But there are no more subjects left. If only I had 1 more, or a dozen. The things I could do.
Yeah, I think she would have nothing to do with the drink here. I think she's going to smash it. But not only that, I think we know Amara hates humans, and I'm pretty sure Avernus is a human. I haven't looked at his ears. But she's just going to look at it and go, fuck these humans. Like, Jesus Christ, what is wrong with these people? So, you know. More notes. Alchemical concoction. This noxious potion appears to be the culmination of Avernus's horrific research. It promises to unlock hidden potential of the tainted blood you drank during the joining. She is going to destroy the vial, because I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know if the talents are the same or different, going from, like, if you're a mage versus a rogue versus a warrior. But nonetheless, we're not going to find out, because this is not what she would like at all. She's not interested. All she knows is that there's a bad guy called Avernus. He's done some bad stuff. She hates blood magic, and she hates the fact that he's done bad stuff. She's going to destroy it, because of course she is. Destroy it. Throw it at a wall. Good. I love that sound. It reminds me of when you break pots. I think it's the exact same sound, actually, when you break pots in the PlayStation 1 game of Emperor's New Groove. God, I've got to get back to playing that game. There are so many games that I've got. I've got, like, my PlayStations and stuff behind me, and I love all of that stuff. Like Emperor's New Groove. I used to have Hercules. Don't know what happened to that, but that was awesome. Those types of games were just a whole lot of fun, you know, but Emperor's New Groove was at a whole other level. And that sound of breaking pots, perfect sound. Perfect. I think I've saved. Hello. Now you die. Pretty much.
I hear you. Don't disrupt my concentration.
No, you're a human. Yeah.
Even now, the demons seek to replenish their numbers. Are you to thank for this welcomed but temporary imbalance?
The old warden major still alive? I know your crimes, Avernus. You're a monster.
A monster? For 100 years I have fought them, thought by thought, spell by spell. If I am a monster, it is because I must be one. Why are you here? What is your intent?
To end you. I hate that argument. For me to do this, I must be worse? No. Don't like it. Never a good argument. In my eyes, at least. I want some answers. I'm debating whether I should let you live. I've seen your experiments. Soldier's Peak must be rid of its plague of demons. I'm here to recover the Grey Warden's base. She's not looking for answers. I'm debating whether I should let you live. She's not going to. So she's not debating that. I've seen your experiments. Yes, you have. Soldier's Peak must be rid of its plague of demons. Yes. I'm here to recover the Grey Warden's base. Yes. But I don't think she... Yes, she is. For storage. Because she's actually got hoarder... being a hoarder is part of her. Because the person that is controlling her in the back of her mind, speaking to her, doesn't like getting rid of things that she doesn't want to get rid of. I think she'd probably say, oh God, 3 or 4, I reckon. Because she has seen the experiments. Why would she state the obvious? Maybe she'd say it in a threatening way, like, I've seen your experiments and I don't like them. Soldier's Peak must be rid of its plague of demons. Is true. It must be. I'm sure we'll find out that I've done the wrong thing by doing what I've done. No, I can get rid of him. I think she's going to say 3. I've seen your experiments, but in a way of, like, threatening nature.
They were necessary. Any tool, any iota of information that could defeat the fell demons was justified. As a warden, you should know that.
Necessary. Having to relieve yourself after an 8-hour ride is necessary. But there's no excuse for summoning demons.
Charming.
How do you know I'm a warden? I'm debating whether I should let you live. Soldier's Peak must be rid of its plague of demons. I'm here to recover the Grey Warden's base. How do you know I'm a warden?
A combination of my research and blood magic. But even without that, who else would brave Soldier's Peak?
Soldier's Peak must be rid of its plague of demons. I'm here to recover the Grey Warden's base. Soldier's Peak must be rid of its plague of demons. I don't know if she'd want to have a conversation with him. Like, that's why I'm umming and ahhing here. Like, I know we're going back and forth a little bit here with questions and stuff like that. Like, the question about how do you know I'm a Grey Warden is more out of curiosity. And, like, startled by the fact, like, she never talks about it, you know. I try to avoid options that make her relate to Grey Wardens, if that makes sense, because she ain't wanting to be part of that. That's not her identity. So that was probably more shocking for her, and that's why she asked the question. I think she's just going to say, I'm here to recover the Grey Warden's base.
An admirable goal. But in order to achieve this, the demons must be cut off forever.
Oh my God. Well, out of all of them, she's going to say 2, but she's not debating whether she's going to let him live. She's going to kill him.
And here, I thought you would rescue me. There is a precise mystical balance here. My every breath is dedicated to keeping the tear in the veil from ripping wider. And you would kill me now? Your narrow-minded actions would ensure that this place teems with their kind.
It never ends! Alright. I want some answers.
To what questions, I wonder? Ask.
Oh. Maybe I'll get some codexes out of these. How have you survived these many years?
The Chantry foolishly forbids blood magic, but there are so many secrets to uncover. As my body decayed, I found ways to extend it. But that can only go so far.
Tell me about what happened here. I've seen enough. Sophia's great-grandson brought me here. Levi, go ahead. That seems too nice. What was the purpose of your experiments?
To stop the demonic tide, to correct the miscalculations of the past. Blood magic comes from demons. They could counter every bit of law I knew. But the darkspawn taint, that is alien to them. And it has power.
She's not going to ask what power. The time for questions is over.
So be it. My only request, if justice or vengeance drive you, stay your hand until the demons are dealt with.
Oh. The demons must be... Okay, until the demons are dead, we are allies. The demons must be stopped now.
We must go to the Great Hall. There, I will repair the damage I caused so long ago. There will be peril. The demons will fight us every step of the way. Come.
I didn't realize that he comes with you. I guess if Sophia still exists, he stays here and then Sophia fights with you or something, if I remember correctly. Anyway, the more you know. He will die if I get the choice. Oh my god. See, he's hoping
naturally
that I can do this. Geez, as I said, at the rate we're doing, we might actually get through Soldiers pretty quickly. Oh my word. Oh, there's chapter 4. I'll learn it by looking at the... Ooh, fire arrow. I know I got 5 bolts for... Okay, that's fine. It's not a codex entry. I got 5 bolts for the crossbow. And now I got 5 arrows. Nice. Oh, no. Hang on. Which one's better? Oh. Okay, that one is. There and there. Yeah. Let me just. There we go. We're all good now. Excuse my inability to do anything. Is there anything here? No. No, that's in the other room. Okay. We'll go through here and go through here and then, you know, work with Avernus to kill everyone and then we get him too. I know he pops up in another game, like later on.
We must act quickly. The demons are clawing on the gates. The veil must be closed.
Let's do it! What do I do?
I will unravel the summoning circles I drew so long ago. Waves of spirits and demons may come through. Dispatch them. I will begin.
Does he always do this? I'm pretty sure.
First, I must summon the magical energies. I feel them. They're coming.
Doesn't Sophia do this? Oh, wolf friend, now would be a great time for you to appear. Let's go. Alright, get out before they kill us all. Hey, you know what? Fire arrows are probably not going to be much help here. But there was a lot of rage here apparently. Jeez, everyone was mad. Okay, cool. Round 1 done. Round 2, let's go. Oh, she's scared, so she's slow. Okay, alright. It's as simple as this. I pressed the wrong button, but hey, at least I'm healed, right? I'm not gonna need that extra. Oh, come on. I just want to get behind you, mate. Let me... Okay. You know, backstabbing was never my thing. Oh. That one. Oh, I'm not moving. We're fine. I should probably get out of the fire. Ooh. This is fine. We're doing just fine. We are doing fabulously. Oh, a desire demon. Let's go. It's as simple as this. Bam, bam. But I am missing like you wouldn't believe, hey. It's alright, when I have special arrows, that's when I miss. You know? That's how it goes. Are you really coming for me? I'll stun you! Or I won't. Okay, someone hit her, please. Thank you. I am afflicted by something. There it is. Woo! And just like that, we're done. Anyway, what I was trying to say is I must have a really bad memory, or I'm pretty sure Sophia can do that as well, and that Sophia comes and helps you out because Avernus is stuck in the tower. But anyway, time to be rid of you, I guess. I might save very quickly. I thought we'd go straight into dialogue and then have to find him. But now. Cool. All right.
It's over. The veil is strong now. Stronger, at least. So what of me? Will you leave me to experiment in peace?
No. I'm sure Solus is really happy that the veil is stronger now. Thank you. You've outlived your usefulness. No more dark research. Find humane ways to help the wardens. Experiment away. If it bears any fruit, I want to know. I cast you out of the wardens. Leave here and don't return. I won't be your judge. You've outlived your usefulness. But she wouldn't say that. I think saying that suggests that she considered he was useful at all. Other than the fact that, okay, the usefulness is because he closed the thing. But she was never happy about this.
So,
see you later.
Betrayal,
I never allied with
I shall
you.
not fall easily.
That's fine.
One never expects creatures like those, really.
Let's go. Oh. Oh, we've got skelly boys. Hang on a second. I was going to say, oh.
You've done it, Warden. Soldier's Peak is safe again. A good thing you took care of that Avernus. A blood mage. In the Wardens. Common folk should never hear of that. Some still distrust Wardens, even in a blight. Crazy buggers. But there was no proof to redeem my family.
I am on fire! I am burning in your eyes, and you're coming to talk to me about the fact you have no proof for your family. I have other things to worry about right now. I am burning alive in front of you. Oh my god! Even if you had proof, Sophia's actions were damning. The past won't offer redemption. Try the future instead. Your grandmother, I'm not sure about, but you're a good man. Stop your belly aching. I'm on fire. Stop your belly aching.
Didn't mean to offend. You've done so much.
I'm on
I suppose
fire.
the next question is, what next? You've got a whole fortress now. I suppose I should start plying my trade again.
Whatever you want. I need some water. When can you do something about this, please? Where will you go? Soldier's Peak seems like a lonely place. Any chance I could convince you to stay on? It was a pleasure. Farewell. I don't think she would ask any questions, personally. Particularly because she is on fire. She's not going to ask him to... Oh, would she? I mean, he didn't fight at all. She is trying to recruit as many people as possible.
You know I'm no good in a fight, but I'm a fair trader if I do say so myself. My cousins have been looking for a safe place to store trade goods, and the Peak will do nicely. Whatever the Drydens have to offer are yours, for a sizable discount.
You got a backpack?
Looks like we're done here. A demonic invasion thwarted, a warden base safely rescued. We do good work.
We're just all burning. Oh my god, they're still killing us. Hello? What is going on? Okay. Yeah. Levy's just trying to have a conversation with us about, you know, redeeming his family and all of that kind of stuff. Amara's burning alive in front of him. Alistair is burning alive in front of him. And we've still got shambling corpses absolutely smacking us with their swords. What the... Levy, we need to shift our priorities. It's not all about you. Oh dear. Oh dear. Alright. Who wants the robes? That was so stupid. Is it going to be the same as the Archon robes? Oh, improves blood magic. No, I don't really need that. What does it look like? Ugh! I can't remember how to control this. Oh, it's not worth it. No. What does it look like on you? Blue? Nah, green's your colour. Sorry, I like you in green. Nice. Cool. Alright, something to sell then. Or to store! Alright, cool. I think I've gotten everything. Did I complete the quests? Like ancient history? Find Commander Asturian's secret cache. You learned about the establishment of the base and of its founder's last days. The records state that Commander Asturian may have built secrets into the base and may have hidden something important somewhere in Soldier's Peak. You found the clues, but where do they lead? I don't want to read them because then I lose them. I might have to just do some of the reading time now so I don't lose them. Alright, let's see what that looks like if I were to try. Alright, remember we still have to read Sophia Dryden's journal. Okay. We're going to read the history of the Drydens and all of the history of Soldier's Peak up to chapter 4, just for the quest. And then we'll have reading time later. So this is reading time part 1 for episode 14. Alright. The history of the Drydens. In the years following the siege of Soldier's Peak, all those who carried the Dryden name were hunted by King Arlen's forces. Our noble Dryden name was smeared, and all lands and holdings belonging to the Drydens were seized by the crown. The king feared that the rebellion started by Sophia would be kept alive by her loyal friends and family, and anyone with connections to the Drydens suffered greatly. It is little wonder, then, that the few remaining Drydens found themselves with no allies and nowhere to turn. Tobin Dryden, Sophia's brother and guardian of her young son, had no choice but to flee for Eldon. Tobin bought passage to Antiva on a merchant vessel and travelled under the name Durocia? Once in Antiva, Tobin set about building a new, quiet life for himself and his nephew. He started a small business and eventually made a name for himself as a trader. The Durocia merchant family prospered and the name Dryden was almost forgotten. However, in 815 Blessed, Sylvie Durocia uncovered old documents belonging to Tobin and pieced together the family's history. In her pride, and perhaps in her naivete, Sylvie reclaimed the name Dryden and returned to Ferelden. King Arland lies dead, and the Dryden name lives on. Our family has survived, even thrived, since the death of Sophia Dryden. The nobles of Ferelden may still spit on the Dryden name, but we Drydens know that Sophia Dryden was greater than them, almost a queen and a hero of the people of Ferelden, from the personal files of Levi Dryden, merchant. Cool. Also really good at talking to people who are on fire. Goodness gracious. Alright, the history of Soldier's Peak, Chapter 1. The Grey Warden base at Soldier's Peak was built in the middle of the Glory Age, several decades after the Second Blight was ended. Before then, Grey Wardens in Ferelden would take up residence in castles and forts that belonged to generous nobles. Warden Commander Gaspar Asturian desired a fortified headquarters where his forces could train and live. He planned that Soldier's Peak would be a city unto itself. The defeat of the Darkspawn and the Archdemon Zazakel was fresh in the minds of the Ferelden people, and many were willing to donate gold to build Commander Asturian's fortress. Soldier's Peak was fully completed within 10 years and dedicated to the Maker in 934 glory. I think they got the year wrong. I believe it's the Dragon Age. It's the 9-1. We'll skip past that. Isn't the Glory Age 2 or 3? I'm really bad at remembering the ages' names. I know most of the names, I just can't put them in the years. But it ain't 9. Alright, Chapter 2. As he approached his 60th year, rumours swirled that the corruption of Warden Commander Asturian's blood was beginning to take its toll. According to reports, actually, that is a lot of years for a Grey Warden. According to reports from that time, the commander experienced terrifying waking dreams and heard his name whispered from the dark corners of Soldier's Peak. It is said that Asturian would spend hours locked up alone in the great hall of the base, muttering to himself, though no one was ever able to make out what he was saying. Many also believed that Asturian began, in secret, to draw up plans to expand his fortress, adding to it hidden passages and alcoves, all to protect himself from the shadows that pursued him. No one knows whether Asturian was able to complete his project. for his deterioration had become obvious to anyone who spent any moment of time with him. He was quickly replaced by Warden Commander Frida Halwick. Asturion was taken to Orzammar, where he submitted to the calling, the last raid of the Grey Wardens, and went to his death with honour. From the History of the Grey Wardens in Ferelden by Brother Genetivi, Chantry Scholar. Chapter 3. After Asturion's death, the rumours and theories became increasingly outlandish. One of the more ridiculous rumours told of Asturion's infatuation with an elven princess of lore, whom he was trying to resurrect in a secret ritual chamber, though through the use of blood magic and the princess's favourite food, raspberry jam. It's all coming together now. Warden Commander Frida Halwick launched a thorough investigation into Asturion's secret plans, but was unable to uncover any evidence that anything in Soldier's Peak had changed. Commander Halwick declared that the rumours about Asturion were a slight on his memory and that anyone found repeating them would be harshly punished. The stories were thus silenced. From the History of Grey Wardens in Ferelden by Brother Genetivi, Chantry Scholar. Chapter 4. There was one mystery, however, that persisted, and this mystery perplexed even Commander Halwick herself. When Commander Asturion went to his calling in the Deep Roads, he did not have in his hand his sword. Asturion's might, forged for him by dwarven smiths, and presented to him upon the completion of Soldier's Peak. Nor did he pass the sword on to his successor or to any other Grey Warden. While some maintained that Asturion had simply destroyed the sword in his dotage, others believed he had stashed it somewhere in Soldier's Peak. One young warden claimed that Asturion had once grabbed him by the shoulders, fixed him with an unwavering gaze and said, "The sword will remind you what it is to be a warden. Speak your oath to me, and when the shadows come, you must speak the words." What this was supposed to mean was never made clear. Sick, that doesn't tell me anything. The sword will remind you what it is to be warden. Speak your oath to me. When the shadows come, you must speak the words. Fuck. Okay, we're gonna have to go for a run to find it. Unless, can I make it my active quest and it'll show me where it is, maybe? Probably not. Sick. Okay, well, we're going to go for a skedaddle around and see if I can find it, because I'm sure that clue makes sense to someone, but it don't to me. So, let's go. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, is that sparkling? Hang on. Oh! Just like that. You found an old painting, one dating back to Commander Asturion's time. Perhaps Asturion's history points to this. Recite the Grey Warden Oath. Ha blah blah, ha blah 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 blah. I know it's like in war victory, in etc etc etc, all that stuff I should know off the top of my head. My brain's not working. But when people recite it, it does make me a little bit emotional, if I must admit. Alright, I picked up some cool stuff. Asturion's Might. Oh, weakens nearby darkspawn. Also has a rune spot. But it's probably not as good as the longsword. But it gives you 2 more damage. So it's not 8.4. It's actually 10.4. Nothing else is as good, but it has... It is better with its stats. Asturion's Might, forged by Warden Commander Asturion by dwarven smiths and presented to him upon the completion of Soldier's Peak. Yeah, take it, and we'll do something with it, shall we? Yeah, I thought so too. Cool. Da-da-da! Nice. And just like that, Soldier's Peak is done. Let's see if they've moved in yet so I can store some stuff, you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure there's no other quests associated with this. Like, it's done. Right. Done. Ba-da-da! The veil has been mended. Everybody is happy. How do I get out of here? Where's the exit? Cool. Entrance. Are you here yet? No, I'm going to have to leave and come back, and then I can use the storage, I think. So we'll leave and go to the party camp. See what happens when I get there. I don't know if anything will happen when I get there. I don't know. And then we'll come back. See what's kicking, you know?
The Blight. How will you end it?
Yeah, I thought we just asked the Darkspawn to please leave. She's not going to be flippant about it. We have to fight the Archdemon. Why do you ask? She'd probably just say that. How will you end it? She's not going to ask. Oh, would she ask? Why do you ask? Would she? She won't say no. She won't say two, I should say. We have to fight the Archdemon. Why do you ask? How will you end it? We have to fight the Archdemon.
Is that all? It is surrounded by an ocean of darkspawn. How will you reach it? If you reach it, how will you slay it?
I'll stick sword into it.
You say you are a Grey Warden. I have heard stories of this order.
Wait, you doubt I'm really a warden? What have you heard? What does this have to do with anything? I don't think she would answer that with, wait, you doubt I'm really a warden. As I said, she doesn't really hold that as part of her identity. It just so happens to be the case. She did not choose it. You say you are a Grey Warden. I've heard stories of this order. Wait, you doubt I'm really a warden? Like, would she be positive and happy about the fact that he doubts that? What have you heard? Or maybe she'd take that as offense. Just cause. I don't know. What does this have to do with anything? What have you heard? They should ask, what have you heard? I mean, she probably would say 3, actually. What does this have to do with anything? But we're going to say 2.
Great strategists and peerless warriors. That is what we hear of the Wardens. So far, I am not impressed.
Well, okay. I'm new to the Wardens. What, you think you could do better? I'm not here to impress you. I think she said 3. I'm not here to impress you.
Evidently not. It remains only to see what you are here for.
Oh, shit! I was expecting it to be like -6, not +6. Sick. Nice. Okay, I'm not here to stop and chat, guys. I'm here to be here and then go back to Soldier's Peak for some storage. Actually, we might do some quick inventory management and then I'll know what I want to store. You know, I don't want to be having to deal with that later, so give me a moment. Alrighty, inventory management done. Things have been sold that I don't want to store, and now we're going to go and check if I can store some stuff. This is probably not going to work, but let's give it a go anyway.
Yes. Horse
No. Always. Back to Soldier's Peak. See if we can store stuff. Ha 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 ha. Now I'm going to store some stuff. It's probably going to be boring to all of you. So, pause again. Alright, and just like that, we have a wonderful inventory of 19 out of 100. Crazy business, crazy times. We are here having a good old go. Now, what I want to know, does anybody have a backpack?
Welcome back, Warden. As you can see, we've been busy. Cleaned the place up a bit. Even my brother Mikhail came out of hiding. Never will you find a finer smith. Also, got some goods stored here that might interest you. Buy them now before my cousins move it all someplace else.
That's all good. I would like to see your wares.
Certainly.
Backpack? Question mark? Shaper's Amulet. 2 willpower. This amulet sings softly to itself, its lyrium heart filled with ancient knowledge of the Dwarven Empire. That is so interesting. I didn't think I was going to suddenly see some jewelry and go, hang on a second. It's a Shaper's Amulet, and we know what Shapers are, obviously. Part of the Shaperate, the history people. But they are also the reason why so much history has gone from the dwarves, because politics. Also a really awesome part of this game, by the way. The whole Shapers and how they kind of control what is written in history and what is stored in history, and they can get rid of things like that. That is such a powerful piece of cool stuff and cool lore as part of this game. Really interesting. This amulet sings softly to itself because it's got a lyrium heart filled with ancient knowledge of the Dwarven Empire. Sick. Love it. You remember and recall the Dwarven lore. That stuff is cool, and I love it, and I can't wait till we get to dive more into it when we get to it. But that amulet there, that, beautiful. Encapsulates it beautifully. Knowing full well that at this point, we don't know a whole lot about the dwarves. Except we do, because we've seen and we've played, we know. Cool. Alright, Charm of Still Waters. Woohoo! 1 willpower. A small vial protected by lyrium, folded metal, and dangling from a chain. Cool. Iced band. The black surface of this ring always looks frosted over, yet the wearer feels no discomfort. 10% cold resistance. Ah. Okay. A whole bunch of stuff. Oh, do I have? I've got actually a lot of money now. I might actually buy all of your health because, you know, I'm all about stimulating the local economy, you know. Ooh, not something I necessarily need or want right now. Any of this stuff. Ooh, you got runes coming out of your ears. Look, I've got money, but not that much. You have no backpacks, though. That's okay. I'm happy with what I've bought. Nice, cool. What about y'all, Mikhail?
You? You're the warden? My family owes you.
There you do.
Any weapons I make, I will sell you for a discount.
Sick. Let me see. I don't really care too much about... Oh! Maybe I do care about you. In my travels, I found this strange metal in a crater.
This is star metal. If you give this to me, I will craft for you a thing of legend.
Oh, sick. How much will it cost me? A star metal longsword. That sounds perfect. I'd like a 2-handed sword. Why can't I get a bow? How much will it cost me?
Nothing. My family owes you much.
Sick. Alright. I should know that this is something I can do. I must admit, when I finished Soldier's Peak, I didn't stick around. I never really went back. So this is not in my memory slots in my brain. I'll take the longsword. Oh, do I get a 2-handed sword for Sten? Is it going to be any good? Or do I get a longsword? Because I know I could probably dual wield with a longsword, because I know that that's what Zevran does. Yeah, give me a star metal longsword and see if I'm allowed to do that. That sounds perfect.
And so it shall be.
I want it. Montage. Oh, oh. Oh, it looks like,
It is done. I call this blade Starfang. May it serve you well. I must rest after my exertions. Warden?
I'm going to talk to you straight away. Starfang, hey? Oh! You got a doggy. That is so Warriors coded. What I was going to say was that blade made me think of the Amaranthine. Is it Amaranthine? No, that's the place that you go to. It's in Baldur's Gate 3 when you go and defeat the dude and in oh my god. You know what I'm talking about, but you make the armor and the swords and all that kind of stuff, and it's kind of like that bluey color. That's what's making me think of that. But also Starfang, I'm sure that is the name of one of the cats in the Warrior series. And if you know, you know. Yes, I am one of those girlies, and I will forever be one of those girlies. You better believe it. Anyway, Starfang, I want. I can't use. Oh shit! I didn't even think about strength. Well, guess what? Alistair, you're gonna get Starfang whenever you get to that strength. Shit. So it goes.
Warden?
What else do you have? Oh, you got a lot of stuff. Oh my god. Wow, this is where the shit is. Like, when I say the shit, the good shit. Oh my god. Ooh. Well, hang on. Warden. Alright, let's try that again. Ironbark, I don't want a crossbow. Longbow, a 9. Well, it's not going to be any good any more than that. No. That's fine. Okay, what else do you have? Oh, a lot of stuff. lot of stuff that's going to cost a lot of money. Oh, even though it's a light. Oh, we don't do helmets. It's fine. But also I want light stuff, please. Like heavy chainmail gloves? No. Oh. This stuff would be good. I'm going to have to get more strength. What the hell is this about? Alright, well, note to self. There are things that I need to do. I know that what's-his-face in Denerim can make me some stuff with the Drake scale stuff, so I'm not going to worry too much about this stuff, but hey, anything else? Backpack? No, okay, that's right. Well, I will hold Starfang in my party storage with pride, thank you. In you go. Cool. Alrighty, with that, Soldier's Peak is done. And I think I'm going to go straight into story time because there's not really anything else that I need to do. We didn't pick up any particular kind of... I mean, I could go to the party camp and do some more talking with my companions, such as like learning more stories from Leliana, see whether or not she tells me about her shoe obsession or what have you. But instead, we're going to stay here at Soldier's Peak. We've got our storage, hallelujah. We've got a dog running around, which is really cute. I wish I could interact with said dog. We've got people that I can't talk to. Are you going to be gossips eventually? That would be great. There was a cousin here who I did not talk to. You know, R.I.P. I guess. Whatever happened to him? Oh, he's over here now, I guess. Hello, do you have something? You.
Once the Dryden's were strong. We will be again one day.
Oh, good for you. Anyway, with all that being said and done, I think I'm going to come stand here by the fire and we're going to go into story time and finish off reading the codexes that we did already start, but we'll now finish. Remember, we have a journal that we have to read, which I've accidentally clicked on. And yeah, we'll close off the gameplay part of episode 14 and go into reading time. So let's do it. Alrighty. Oh my god, which way am I going? This way. Okay. Codexes. Ooh. Creatures. Ash Wraith. Alright. Legend has it that when Andraste's ashes were taken into hiding, some of her closest disciples gave themselves to the fire, that their restless souls might remain to guard her final resting place forever. Whether they are the spirits of Andraste's disciples or merely fade spirits, the temple that houses the sacred urn is filled with wraiths, created from a burnt... We haven't even gotten to the Temple of Sacred Ashes. But yes, okay. We are aware that apparently it is filled with wraiths, even though no one has been there yet. Created from a burnt corpse, an ash wraith is a powerful and amorphous opponent able to lash and smother while being immune to most physical attacks. Even if successfully dispersed, it can reform at a later time. Magic is the only real way to fight such a creature, wind and ice attacks being the most useful. They are capable of creating small whirlwinds that are devastating to anyone unfortunate enough to get close, and their touch leaves a person drained. Ta-da! Any more creatures? No. It's a really cool concept, and I don't know whether or not you see ash wraiths anywhere else in the game, so whether or not this is a DLC codex entry that only exists for this, I can't quite remember. I mean, I can't even remember... Oh no, ash wraiths are in the Temple of Sacred Ashes. We just haven't gotten there yet, so to read that is funny to me. Characters. Now there'll be some Dryadens in here, but I'm going to do this the whole way down just in case. No. There shouldn't be really any changes to anyone except for the Dryadens that should be in here. Sophia Dryden, that's it. Oh, so she's actually added in. So you'll see that it's... No, it's not. I was going to say it's in alphabetical order, but it's not. Unless it is by actual first name. Might be, because like Isolde, it's not Arlessa Isolde. And well, anyway, Sophia Dryden is just put at the bottom because you're a DLC. Too bad, so sad. Sophia Dryden is Ferelden's light and her most brilliant jewel. Nothing on this earth can ever quench her fire. Arlessa Sophia Dryden was the young Arland's rival for the throne of Ferelden. Dryden was a strong and charismatic leader with much support from the Banon. When Arland finally won the crown, Dryden refused to relent. She pushed her claim, was caught and accused of treason. Her sympathisers continued to support her. However, in order to appease them, Dryden was spared execution and forced to join the Grey Wardens instead. Dryden survived the joining and dazzled the Grey Wardens at Soldier's Peak with her leadership skills and charm. She eventually rose through the ranks to become the Warden Commander of Ferelden. Before Commander Dryden, the Grey Wardens were seen as a relic of an older time. Okay. The Grey Wardens were seen as a relic of an older time and an unnecessary drain on the nobles' coffers. Dryden, though, with her political connections, reinvigorated the Wardens and rapidly increased their numbers. In the meantime, King Ireland proved himself a devious king, willing to go to brutal lengths to silence his opponents. Ireland's reign of terror grew worse with each passing year, and some of the bands approached Commander Dryden in desperation, begging her to intercede. She agreed, and thus was the rebellion against King Ireland born. Ireland learned of the rebellion and took steps to end it. He publicly suspended all tithing to the Grey Wardens and declared that they were no longer welcome in Ferelden. Some of the Wardens, mindful that they were supposed to remain politically neutral, felt disgraced by Dryden's involvement in Ferelden politics and left her side even as the king's forces lay siege to Soldier's Peak. The siege took months and ended with the death of Sophia Dryden. From the personal files of Levi Dryden, merchant. Addendum. King Ireland had driven the Grey Wardens from Ferelden, and after the siege of Soldier's Peak, the base was abandoned. When Soldier's Peak was finally entered again for the first time in centuries, it was discovered that Sophia Dryden was possessed by a demon. And then slain. Alright, books and songs. Sophia Dryden's journal. Oh god. 21 Alluviesta? Any chance that was named in reference to the Alluvians? And people just forgot? Maybe? Anyone? Anyway, 21 Alluviesta. It is done. The nobles have thrown their lot in with Ireland. Ireland, the snot-nosed man-child. Man-child. Ireland, who did not walk till he was in his 5th year. Ireland, who had to be pried off of his nursemaid's breast not 2 years ago. Or so it is whispered. The Terns and the Isles believed... I gotta learn how to read. Also it is whispered. The Terns and the Isles believe him to be a simpleton and easily led, but I have seen something in the boy's eyes, and it terrifies me. 10 Molioris. I watched the summer day processions from a room high in Fort Draken. The regent has me for treason, when my only guilt is of being true to my country and my heart. My guard's tongue was easily loosened with the gift of a ruby ring, and I am told that the bands are fighting against my sentence. I shall pray, but not hope that it will be anything but the gallows for me. 2 Faventus. The draught was like bitter fire, but I survived. Weep for me, for I survived. Would that they had made me... Oh God. Would that they had made a clean end of me. I should have died a lady, the greatest of the Drydens, not lived to become this thing, not lived to become this nothing, this monstrous nothing. Hey. 19 Matronalis. Enough. I shall waste no more time with wretched womanish lamentation. Jesus. Death would have been easy, but fate saw fit to spare me, and I will seize upon this chance. The Grey Wardens are an army, and the old commander is weak, a wisp of a man. I will inspire the Wardens, and Ireland will rue the day he spared my life. Select entries from the journals of Warden Commander Sophia Dryden. Dun dun. Alrighty. A letter from Ban Mathuan Wolf. Sophia, Ruan, and his entire family have been slaughtered, even the children. The Ruan line is no more, and the Arling belongs to the crown for now. Ireland believes Ruan was plotting against him. Ruan criticized the king's spending on Wintersend. That is all. It was an idle word, spoken out of turn. The king goes too far. His brain is filled with madness and clings to the crown like a drowning man clutches at a straw. Sophia, I beg you, help us. If nothing is done, more will suffer. Your humble servant, Wolf. Dun dun. Avernus's note. The taint allows us to sense the darkspawn. The longer we survive with the taint in our blood, the more potent it becomes. Unfortunately, this corruption will eventually overwhelm the warden. Over time, it devours both mind and body, leaving nothing. But what if the spread of the corruption could be stopped or contained in some way? What if the warden could become more powerful without having that power kill him? How great would that power be? Would it be enough to stop the demons? Uh-oh, I killed Avernus. And pretty sure our warden goes looking for a way to stop the calling. Dun dun. Uh-oh. That's okay. That's fine. The joining ritual is crude. We take into ourselves the blood of the Darkspawn in the most obvious way. Most die from the corruption immediately. It is, after all, poisoned. There must be some way to refine the joining. Isolate the true power that is found in Darkspawn blood and leave behind the evil that kills us. I can feel the corruption starting to take its toll on my body. I must not succumb. There is too much work to be done. Though, through my magic, I've been able to slow its inevitable spread, but not stop it completely. I am starting to hear things even while awake, a voice more beautiful than any other that calls to me from the depths in my dreams. From the depths. In my dreams, I see the Black City, and I am drawn towards it. There is something there, an answer to what this taint is, this taint that we share with the Darkspawn. From the notes of Avernus. I love that entry. That ending? Are you kidding me? In my dreams, I see the Black City, where the Evanurus are, where the tyrannical, awful elven gods are, and I'm drawn towards it. There is something there, an answer to what this taint is, to where all the rest of the Darkspawn taint is, by the way. That's where the whole blight is. This taint that we share with the Darkspawn. That is crazy. Just a single line there has suddenly got me so excited because, oh my gosh, that is sick. Drawn towards it. There is something there. It's almost like they're drawn to the elven gods because they are calling out to them. Oh, I like it. I like it a lot. I like it. Oh, there's more notes. Oh, is that it? Yes. A plea from Commander Athlar. Soldier's Peak is more than we bargained for. There is sinister magic at work here. The men are seeing things and cannot tell nightmares from reality. The fallen return to life to attack again, and we are assaulted by dark creatures the likes of which I have never seen. Whoever is responsible is intent on destroying us all. The King's army and the Grey Wardens both. Send help. We cannot last much longer. Commander Athlar. That's it. That's it. That's reading time done. That is it. We are done here, and I don't like how the fire is making me look there, so I'm just going to do it that way. There we go. That was really cool. That was a really cute, not cute at all, really cool piece of codex that takes me to the Veilguard instantly with what we learn in the Veilguard, and just that calling to and that dreaming of the Black City because something's there, which is, we know, where most of the blight is stored up there with around it, in it, as the prison of the elven gods. That's crazy business. That's really cool. So yeah, I'm really happy that we had that reading time, that we've gotten through Soldier's Peak in one episode. I'm really sick about that. I mean, we didn't really, as Amara, stick around and ask a whole lot of questions because it just didn't seem right to her, and everybody died. We got rid of Sophia and we got rid of Avernus. Usually I let Avernus live just because it, with him doing not bad experiments, if that makes sense. And then as I said, I think he comes up in codexes and notes or things like that. I think it's an Inquisition he gets brought up again if he lives. But I guess we'll see whether or not it's him that lives or if it's his notes that get found. I can't remember exactly. I just know that may be the choice that I have made has maybe led us not to a good direction for the Wardens, learning about that they can stop the calling or whatever it might be. Nonetheless, really liked that codex entry. That was a really nice way to cap this off and finish us up, kind of. I mean, there was another note, but that was really cool. Really liked that. Soldier's Peak, short, sharp, shiny. Great little DLC quest here for us, all done. And that concludes episode 14. So going into episode 15, we'll probably look at, as I mentioned, going to Sulcher's Pass, I think it's called, to get Shale. Maybe then we'll do a Grey Warden quest, whether it's the Brazilian Forest. I know we're not going to go to Orzammar yet. The Forest, the Dalish quest line, is a big one as well, but I feel like Orzammar has a lot in it. But I'm looking forward to doing that. But I also think that we may also do the other Return to Ostagar DLC too. So we might just knock out all the DLCs while we're here. Why not? Well, all the in-game ones, not the extension ones. So we'll see how that all goes, but definitely Shale will be the next step in this, and then we'll move on to wherever next after that. So thank you so much for watching and listening and all that jazz. This was a lot of fun, this episode. And really happy that we got through Soldier's Peak as quickly as we did, and we did what we needed to do, and now we've got storage. Awesome, great. And we got 6 approval points with Sten, surprisingly. I don't know how that happened. But yeah, so that ends it all. Thank you so much. I shall see you again for episode 15. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure you hit the like button and all that jazz. If you want to continue on with this journey, you can subscribe to the channel. That would be awesome. Love to have you here. And of course, if you ring the bell, you'll be notified every time I put a video out, whether it's more playthroughs of and our continuation of this playthrough of Dragon Age Origins and the Dragon Age series as a whole, storytelling videos, anything else like that, book reviews, all that jazz. That's what we do here at Tale Inferno. We look at stories, we love them, we analyze them, and we have a great time. So with all that being said and done, I'll leave you to it. Have a good day, good night, good rest of your week, however I'm finding you. See ya!